everyone and welcome into BFME I patch 1.06. It's going to be 1v1 dwarf Gondor against Mordor or Isengard. Oh, it's going to be Isengard. It's going to be Mazafak. We're gonna call him Mazafak as Isengard, and his opponent is going to be John Teal. In this replay is known as Apollon, as Gondor, as we can see. And we got double blacksmith for some reason. And why you're not supposed to go double blacksmith, definitely on this map as Andorial, because you got two settlements to take, this one and this one, and because of those 400 resources, you're not able to pick them faster, so you skip a little bit of resources. On the other side, as Isengard player, Isengard decided to go for Uruk pit in the back of the base, so he's going to play rather defensively and create one fissure over here, one rather furnace, one furnace over there, and get himself into the Warclore. No, he decided to get away, but a little bit of beating got this red health Uruk-hai. That shouldn't happen. Over here, it seems that Isengard doesn't understand the map or doesn't know the map. There are Warclores, by the way, so you shouldn't invest that much into them. On the other side, Apollon is trying to do something, but he will lose entire battalion almost, so it's going to be hard for him to creep. And also Pippin will not level up. It looks really hard on this side. At least this soldier may level up to level 2. Isengard decided to go for the settlement, for the mills, and our Gondor player goes for barrack. Now, if you don't have, of course, if you don't have any farms inside your base, it's obvious choice to go for a barrack, but you're going for the farms and like 2 or later 3 and 4 blacksmiths in order to get yourself stables and get cheaper knights. So that's the deal. And as we can see, Gondor wasn't able to creep the Warclore. He was forced to get away in time. Pippin was pulled back, but as we can see, this settlement is heavily beaten and it's going to be really hard to do anything. Isengard decided to attack his opponent, so he's going to fight 1-to-1, but definitely block formation should be used, and Wartron is useful, although block formation should be used also. Heal was used already by Apollon, so he doesn't have heal to heal up Gondor soldiers. He clocked his hobbit, but not near the settlement, so he's not going to be saved. This settlement may be taken by the Isengard player, and to be honest, he should do it, at least for now, being annoying towards the Gondor player, who is still going with blacksmiths. As the blacksmith's description says, it's lower the cost or reduce the cost of upgrades, so if you're going for upgrades, it's definitely good to have all 6 on the battlefield, but it's definitely late game situation. At this point, you would rather have some units on the battlefield which our Gondor player doesn't possess. Slaughterhouse, this is a nice option because with the builders, or rather harvesters, you are not able to get lots of resources, definitely not if Hobbit is nearby and can one-shot those lumberers. And now it's a little bit harder for him to reclaim this settlement. At this point, Isengard may be able even to creep, but he shouldn't concentrate his entire army on works, rather on the Warclore. On the other side, we can see that there is already lures on the battlefield and bad placement of furnaces. This furnace was first, there should be a second, there should be third furnace, just because of the industry later on with tier 2 power points, in order to gain as much resources out of those 3 furnaces as possible, and because of those may be our first furnaces and get them level up faster. Isengard was able to creep the Warclore on the side of his opponent, which could go smoother. Just he shouldn't attack the works, he should destroy the Warclore and then maybe attack the works. He's leveling up the lures as well, and he's going for upgrades right away, more furnaces, so he is looking really strong. On the other side, our Gondor player is going double barrack, and he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7th blacksmith, which is completely inappropriate. As we can see, 6 blacksmiths are enough, and it already reduced the cost of upgrades that our player doesn't yet possess, except heavy armor, to the 40%. So this blacksmith is just not cost efficient. And again, another blacksmith that shouldn't be created over there. It should be farm. It should be farm. If you got blacksmiths at home, you shouldn't have that much blacksmiths at your base at the beginning of the game, definitely. Double barrack, also not really a fortunate situation over there. We'll see how it's going to go later on. Level 1 still. Pippin even. Lures, I guess, level up to level 2 or level 3. Yes, he's level 3. So if he's going to reach level 5 after this creep, and definitely pin attack could be used, or cripple, he will receive the leadership. 60% damage is like even better than the war chant in the damage department for 10%, so it's definitely worth to have it. Uruk-ped is on level 2. We got fire arrows. We don't have any other upgrades except forge blades for the Isengard player, so that's pretty decent on his side, and he's willing to creepjack his opponent's war creep, which may work out pretty well. We'll see. Yeah, they spread the resources, war chant been used, but the formation, there should be a formation and heal, really good heal, but not in time actually. He was also here, almost here with the heal. If your first guy from the entire battalion is falling down, you should definitely heal then your entire battalion. Oh, over here, Lurs has decent trouble. He might be falling down. He might be forced to get away, and now it should happen. And it's actually happening. So now Isengard knew that his opponent is on this side of the map. He should react to this. Oh, 4 furnaces. No well structure in the base nor in the outpost for the Gondor player, so he cannot heal his units. He doesn't have units. We are not counting those Gondor soldiers because they are going to be killed. And now Isengard should realize, okay, I was doing well with Uruk-hais. I might go with Uruk-hais more often. He got all the upgrades necessary, fire arrows, heavy armor and blades. He got lures, he almost got level 5, we can say. And he is, to be honest, map control. He possessed the map control, he was able to creep most of the war creeps, he was able to kill entire army of the opponent. And let's see what we got at home for our Gondor player. So he got himself Faramir. Faramir is just a food for these lures, that's got to be honest. Elephant Wood as an next power point, and his opponent got Industry, and this Industry was bad placed. It's only used Industry on one structure, I don't know why, but it was used on one structure, so it wasn't good use of Industry either. So Elephant Wood been used, and now that's tricky because he's going to lose this fight anyway, although the Self-Wood is really handy over there. Oh, he find out that there is a Faramir with Wounded Arrow, and this lures may be killed. So I guess Isengard will retreat. In the meantime, trying to pick up some of those Gondor soldiers. Elephant Wood is pretty decent in 1.06, I got to be honest. And ooh, get away, almost killed, but good micro out of Isengard. I hope he will get away with this lures, with this life. And there should be some furnace over there for sure. This armory should be cancelled. Now you don't need this armory anymore. Heal is used on block formation at last. This is decent. Lurs got to heal himself up. More Gondor soldiers, and they are doing job for some reason. Tower guards even on the battlefield. Fire arrows on the side of Isengard. But there should be a formation, wedge formation, more damage, less armor. They're going to be one shot anyway, so there is no reason to keep them in that stance. So Gondor is getting back on the battlefield, getting back on the game somehow. Isengard does not fully utilize his abilities, and he's losing ground, as we can see. That shouldn't happen on the side of Isengard. He should definitely move forward, getting level 5 on those lures, destroying this armory, create more furnaces and get more units, or another barrack. If you got to quake your units, that means that you need another barrack, and he definitely got resources for it. You got double racks, we got nothing else, although tower guards with Gondor soldiers. They will creep the Warclare on this side, on the top side, with Faramir, with aid of Faramir, and definitely will looking for level 5 at the moment for leadership from the Faramir. We got Merry back on the battlefield. Is it Merry? No, Pippin. Gondor got Pippin on the battlefield once again. Also, what Isengard could do is to make them into combine units, so he could make combos. And definitely he threw away the game. Look at this. Now, wise decision. Although I'd rather put more pressure on my opponent and then go for Gandalf. And this is a risky situation also, because looking in the army of Isengard, it's nothing at the moment, which is weird. But if he make combined units with pikes and crossbows, destroy this armory that he doesn't need, that he doesn't understand, that he doesn't need, he could even kill Gandalf. This Lurtz may get level 5, he got cripple, he may cripple Gandalf and kill him. So better decision if you are Gondor in such a brilliant situation, to be honest, you may go for cavalry and just go with cavalry, destroy the entire base of your opponent, because those towers are nothing compared to the 7,000 resources that you already possessed. Industry is ready, it's not going to be used. I don't know why, there is no field point, but it's not filled. Hobbit been killed, and lots of fire arrows against Gondor soldiers and tower guards. Good idea. Against what's coming for you, which is Gandalf and Boromir, not really. And Barrag is going to be recreated. So what we got here, 2 power points already. They catch up and power points department to each other, or Isengard is going to lose most of the stuff. As we can see, his base is unprotected. He just realized that he got to create units. There is Gandalf and Boromir, and I bet that this Gandalf will not get crippled and aim for with Warchant. He could definitely do it, and he got enough power points for Palantir. But he got to know what to do in order to utilize your power points correctly. A couple of pikes will appear, only 1 barrack. If you got a safe place and you definitely don't want to go with Furnace over there, or you don't want to cancel this Isengard armory, you should definitely think about something else. And there is a heal ready, right? Yeah, there is a heal ready, but he doesn't care. Cripple has been used, level 5 on Lures, which is cool, but he got to be really paying attention to details. Good overall, and he should definitely fight here. Heal been used, but he got to get away. He cannot fight on this Tandon land. And Isengard should stay here, to be honest. There is nothing else that he can do. Cripple may be used, but he doesn't need to use it. Oh my god, and now Cripple could be used on this Gandalf here. And it should be used. And it's not used. And it's not used still. Oh, okay. And this hero should be killed and Lurs should get away. Or, okay, well done, well done. Lurs get level 7. Tower guards, lots of units been killed, that shouldn't happen. But definitely Isengard should realize, okay, I need more units. I got enough resources to get my units, as we can see. I got good enough hero on level 7. And this is something that you don't want in base. The siege works here. He should also realize that towers are not really good idea against anything. And now Lurs is dead, because he's not going to micro with him. I may bet. Yes, Lurs is dead, Carnage will not help him. He may micro near the pikes, to be honest, and be saved. Oh, it just happened. Now he can kill them, actually. Never mind. Lurs is dead. But he was able to kill soldiers of Gondor, and there are no knights. He's going for infantry only. Gandalf will be revived, and he should definitely stay here. You got bonuses till it's gone, till it's not gone, so you definitely should stay on this Standland. This is why you pick this ability, and you get another 6 power points to utilize another ability. Frozen Rain, really good, but it shouldn't be used right away. The effect stays for only like 3 minutes, so if your opponent got, for example, Gandalf and other heroes with leaderships, then you utilize it, and then everything is easier to kill. So we split everything. As we can see, there are not lots of units for Isengard. No combined units. Ballistas from base, so it's not really good idea. You should stay on the standalone because it gives you like 40% of armor. This armory should be taken down. And bad usage of industry. On the other side we got Summon Rohan Alliance, Hill and Elfenwood. Elfenwood will be exchanged with Tanland all the time, except this one because it was the first one, and Isengard don't want to lose the ability to cover the Tanland. Lures on the battlefield gives the Isengard a decent advantage over his opponent. This armory should be taken down. This siege work shouldn't be here. It should be here or here, depended which outpost you would like to take. So now they are exchanging the outposts. Heroes for the Gondor are back on the battlefield, although Boromir is on level 3. They were not able to level up except Gandalf, who almost killed Lurs. By the way, Lurs will be tougher to kill now when he is almost level 8. Those axe throwers should go into the outpost in order to fire from it. Ooh, and there goes the Wizard Blast, to be honest. Those spikes should get away, they're on level 3. And yes, no more units from our Isengard player. I don't know why he's not going for units. He should definitely go for units. He got enough resources for it. Gandalf low on health, he will receive heal, but Carnage will finish him off. And there we go, level 9. But Lurs is gone. There are not lots of units on the Isengard side. There are no combos from the entire game, which is completely a mistake. There should be combos, but he's not used to them. Faramir level up to level 6 by killing Lurs, which is a good idea. Lurs should be hidden in the outpost that is about to go down. And still 2k resources, Lures got to be recreated. Quacking units, not a good idea. Another outpost belongs to the Gondor player. Gandalf on the way again. Gandalf was a foot, to be honest. He was doing nothing on the battlefield. Not even being annoying, he only gives the power points to the Isengard player. Towers expansions are coming up, but it doesn't matter. And Rohirrim Alliance disappearing at the moment. Gondor will claim the entire map at the moment, except this outpost, this settlement, and the entire base of his opponent. And then he should definitely go for some siege works, or at least Gondor Knights, in order to break those towers. Industry is ready, Isengard is not utilizing it. For the first time we can see a combo battalion out of them, which is completely too late. The thing is, if Isengard used the combo battalions before, if he destroyed this Isengard armory, which he doesn't know that he doesn't need, and don't go with siege works over here, except he would go with siege works in the other outpost that he possessed and protect it, then he could easily win the game. And remember, Frozen Rain works only for 3 minutes, so definitely if even this partial effect is still working, it's not affecting anything. You should use the Frozen Rain when there are some heroes, when your opponent is using some power points, then you're using the Frozen Rain to counter any leadership bonus, which Frozen Rain is quite powerful in this regard. Tower guards with guard formation, this is nice, and he'll be used to save Boromir. I don't know why this Boromir is here and this Pippin. It was weird. Wound and arrow dealing not that well damage. And if Faramir is going to be killed, oh no, 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 Gandalf could be easily crippled and it could end his life. It could be just that easy. He can, oh, cripple, and you win this. Okay, you win. You win. And this is it. There is no heal. He cannot get away, and he will be killed before any of those Rohirrim alliance will get here. But because of there are no many combo battalions, this combo battalion is not enough, and everything will be completely killed. Rohirrim alliance, and one battalion of combo battalion was enough to kill them all. Eagles, not that great. Faramir was able to get away. Yes, he was able to get away. So not really cost effective for Gondor player. No, Faramir been killed. Eagles been destroyed, killed also. Not really cost effective for either of those players. Loras got to just be rebought. Tundland got to be used to take care about the land. And Gandalf is coming back to life. More units. Get yourself another barrack if you need to. Don't go for ballistas in your base. You got enough resources. Industry being used somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. As we can see, Elfan Alliance completely decimated. Upgraded units threw away, completely killed easily. It's not something that you would like to do. Those upgrades cost a bit on 1.06, so you definitely don't want to throw them away. And now what Isengard should do with his power points. He would like to go for Balrog, but he's not able to destroy the entire base of his opponent. He's not able to utilize it that well. So we should definitely skip this idea and go for something else like Devastation and Harvester or Fire Harvester, in order to increase his economy status, because Isengard should have tons of money and he doesn't have any resources at the moment. Hobbit back on the battlefield, more tower guards. Will not see knights, to be honest. There will be knights, as we can see. Late into the party, shouldn't be that effective, but this Isengard is playing pretty bad. I will not say anything. He's playing pretty bad. He don't understand the game, as we can see, and how it works. He is still learning, we can say. Lonely Ballista. He's working to get this Lurs back. Lurs is pretty bugged, pretty much the backbone of his army. Tons of resources thrown away for the upgrades. On the Gondor side, as we can see, at least 500 resources for each upgrade. Lots of knights being killed, and now he just to move this combo battalion, and it's going to be saved. Gandalf on the battlefield, Lurs not yet brought to life, and I think this is it. Isengard will give up. He doesn't have units, he doesn't have resources, he doesn't have anything. And he was waiting for Balrog that doesn't come up. You should definitely think about what's in front of your eyes, not what you like to get later on in the game, because it may not happen at all. Knights will be killed anyway. Tower guards too, set to see this, but it's going to happen. At least there is a Gandalf running around. No units on the battlefield for Gondor actually, which is weird. Only this one battalion. This is not enough. Definitely there should be tons of units in this point of the game for both the sides. And now furnaces, fissures, no, furnaces will be recreated, which is kind of weird as hell. He hasn't been used this spot for a while, and now he decided to do so. Uruk-pit goes down, and he's still working on this Balrog. I may say that. He's still working on this Balrog. Tower guards may be killed over here. Rohirrim alliance will disappear. Boromir shouldn't get here at all, as well as Merry. This Elfenwood was useless, to be honest, because no one is going to attack from this side, even if there is an Uruk-pit. I bet even knights will not appear here. Oh, Boromir is doing some decent job here. An Eagle alliance will come up soon. Another lightning sword. But it costs a life a bit for this Gandalf. He should be really patient and got more units on the battlefield. He got the potential. Oh, lightning sword, aiming for the other units, and he'll be used on him. So Boromir is dead, and that is to be known. Eagles should aim for the lures, and lures may go for Carnage ability, so it's increase his armor, and he shouldn't get away. It was the greatest spot that he possessed. All those arm towers aiming for those eagles, it was the greatest spot that he could deal decent amount of damage and get himself more power points, because he is definitely looking on this for this Balrog. I'm speechless from time to time, and he decided to get away with the armory. He realized that this armory is a bad choice here, and he decided to screw this. Gandalf won't help, destroying the Uruk pit here, and we'll see how it goes. Definitely there will be a Balrog. Shouldn't be, but there will be a Balrog. Defensively used, but Balrog still. And Gondor doesn't possess enough power points to get Army of the Dead. To be honest, even in this point, if this Balrog could be summoned here and destroy the entire base of the opponent, this game could be still open. But I don't think so that Isengard got enough abilities to do so. And there is a summon. Industry should be used also. We'll see how it goes. Okay. It's sometimes happening. If we try to fly over, his Ignite is going to be used. No, and he's wasting the time of the Balrog. Okay, no Ignite, destroying only 3 farms. Now maybe Ignite? No. Fear been used for some reason. No, you're not using Fear. Fear is completely useless. So yeah, this is it. The game is closing in. As we can see, one usage of Balrog Ignite being used, so the capital will be destroyed, but the rest of the structure will still remain. Another Breath of Fire could be used and was about to be used, but it's too late. And it's trigger also the Gondor player to attack his opponent. Which he does, and this is the outcome. This is the end. Nothing could be done. So yes, lots of mistakes. Isengard could win this, to be honest, if he knew how to play and not giving up the ground. He could easily actually win, but he gave up the ground, and that's what's happened. Okay, there is nothing else except this sentry tower, and this is it. Game over. Apollon win. Okay, I hope this is it. Hope you find it entertaining, we may say, or you may understand the game better. You saw a couple of mistakes that shouldn't be made, but of course, if you're new to the game, you definitely will make them. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I made, what kind of mistakes I made. And see you next time. Bye bye.